I did not professionally, I know, hold your breath. It's shocking. I did not professionally install this solar panel. How's everybody doing? So, it's still really cold outside. The timeline of my episodes are going to be all messed up, but basically, we got about 9 to 10 inches of snow out there on the ground. Um, enough so it's messed with other scheduling things in my life, but I need to help my sister. My sister's moving, and there's a car trailer that I have, flatbed car trailer, that is open and is currently outside. And the ramps are stuck in the side of it because last time I used it, something got jammed up in there, and I don't want to lay out in the snow and go check it out. Also, I didn't plow in front of that car trailer because I didn't really expect to use the car trailer. Well, my fault. I should have done that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the trailer hitch here. I'm going to throw it on the front of these forks. By the way, if you guys ever set up your tractor like this is amazing. Go ahead and put a trailer hitch receiver. I welded this one on there. Is it going to pull down a mountain? No. Is it able to move trailers around the farm? Perfect. But here's my plan. I'm going to get the trailer pulled out of the middle of the wilderness of snow and 10 inches of snow. I then going to use a shop broom. I'm going to shove all the snow off of it while avoiding the hole in the center of it. I'm going to pull this trailer down to my dad's that has a heated shop. He's generously offered a bay up for me to do this. I'm going to fix the ramp situation. That way I'm not worried about them falling out on a hour-and-a-half trip. And I'm going to replace the solar panel to charge the battery that runs the winch and the hitch, or the winch and the trailer jack on that trailer. So, you guys are about to get a time lapse being attached to the tractor, me moving things around, probably falling in that hole in the trailer, all that good stuff. Yeah, let's get to work.
Nine degrees and the wind's still blowing. Trailer buried where the drifts kept growing. Sister's moving, town won't wait. Guess I should have plowed that gate.
Yeah. All right. First off, this is Loki. Loki is our youngest pup, and I know it's quite a stretch saying a pup. He's 130 pound. He's half Great Dane and half Lab mix. This morning, he was pretty excited to see his dad when he woke up, so I figured he'd come with me. But as you can see, we're not in our own barn. I'm in my dad's shop. He has a giant heater up at the top. It's snowing outside, and it's currently 9 degrees. Also, this thing was sitting outside, as you guys saw from the time-lapse stuff and from earlier in the video. And the snow was all the way up to here. So we're going to use this thing here tomorrow. And we're going to do it. We're going to use it to move around furniture and stuff for my sister. So it needs to be dried off and all that. So I left it inside the shop overnight, and it's pretty damn dry. I actually expected to come into like a lake in here because of how much snow was on it, but I did push a lot of it off. But it's cold, don't get me wrong, but it's not freezing. So it'll be nice to work on. Anywho, what I'm going to do is get underneath here. For some reason, these ramps are stuck and jammed inside of here. There's 2 ramps that go in here, a little bar that goes down in here and secures them. Last time I used this trailer, I might have just said screw it and hit this with a sledgehammer a couple times and made sure it was good for like the 10-mile journey home down the interstate. But we're going an hour and a half one way tomorrow. I don't really want to be that guy on the interstate that loses my ramps. So this is priority numero uno. We'll do this one first, and then we'll see what we can do up front about getting a solar panel on, get the solar panel charging up this battery again, because the battery runs the electric jack and also the winch. I'm the type of guy, I'll obviously only fix the problem when I need it, but it seems to be that way really, really badly with trailers. So Loki is not really used to being a shop dog yet. He's still very excited. Huh, Loki? Yeah. Yeah, it's also weird when Dad's on camera. He just talks to himself, but he always talks to a Loki. By the way, I don't know if you guys do this or not. I talk to my animals. I might also give them their own voice back to me and have weird conversations with my animals. I talk to my animals. It lets them know what mood you're in. Soothes them over. Anywho, Loki, let's get to work. Yeah. All right. So, obviously, we're underneath the trailer. Hi, everybody from Upside Down World. These trailer ramps slide in here, and they're a very, very tight fit. What I believe is happening right here underneath this lip, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, this ramp has a little edge that catches on this end of the trailer over here. Make sure the ramps don't fall off. This little bitty edge is sticking out below this angle iron here, and it has this ramp slightly cockeyed inside here, which, looking down this rail here, it's diverging. It looks like this is tapered, but it's not. So what I believe is happening is we're getting jammed up because this ramp edge is right there in this, underneath this. What I'm going to do is take this hammer, I'm going to knock on this edge, see if I can pop that back up into its track. If that goes into its track, I believe all this should break free, because right now we were forcing this ramp when I was hitting it with a sledgehammer, forcing this in, and it's forcing this edge up against there. So hopefully I can smack this hard enough. Let's see if I can do that. Wow. Okay. See how that just scooted over quite a bit? And now that ramp can go all the way in. I really was thinking that there was going to be a bigger issue here. But nope. That ramp comes fully out. Ow, that's a horrible noise. And it can go right back in. So that is all fixed up and good to go. Okay. Now that we got that ramp shoved all the way in there, this little piece here slides down in this pocket. Then you got a little tractor pin, stops it from coming all the way out and bouncing out while you're going down the road. But that blocks both ramps. Ow. That blocks both ramps from being able to come out of there. I for some reason in my head really had this being jammed up with something stupid, but I'm glad that was really simple. Did I need to pull it in a warm shop to do that? No, not at all. I could have done that out in the snow. It would have sucked out in the snow, but I'm thankful for the warm shop. Let's move on to the solar panel. All right. So, solar panel. Why do I have it on here? There's a battery back underneath here to charge up. And I don't like to put a battery tender out this when it's sitting out on the side of the barn or whatever. Might as well let the sun do it. Now, I did not professionally, I know, hold your breath. It's shocking. I did not professionally install this solar panel. I'll let you go ahead and type your comment down below yelling at me. I'll take it. I'll take it. Loki, they're yelling at me. What's that mean, Loki? He doesn't know. Neither do I. Anywho, so what we're going to do, sit here, get out these professional bolts on all sides that look suspiciously like self-tapping screws, and slide this down a little bit, and then go ahead and remove these ones, and then all of a sudden, voila, it's off. Now, you would think, with all this commentary about how I just professionally installed this, that I'd go ahead and make sure I don't do that again. You would think that. But what's one of the mottos on this channel? It's not perfect, but it works. Or, you know what? Is it perfect? No. No, it's not. So, I got this new solar panel right here off that one website that used to only sell books. Go ahead, break this thing out. I actually have a John Deere Gator at home that has this exact solar panel kit on it. And what I'll do, or I'm sorry, I should finish my story before I go on with what I do. My Gator at home that has this kit, it works just fine. Now, does it handle 70 mile an hour winds or allegedly 80 mile an hour winds going down the interstate? No. But I know it's higher quality than the one that was on here beforehand. I know that this will work. So, what I'll do is put you guys on time lapse, throw my book on in my ears while I'm doing this, and get this thing installed on here, and then show you the wiring mess that is down below of cables going to that battery. And in all honesty, that might just be it for today's project. It's not really that bad. I was really expecting those ramps to mess with me. I might have just been tired the night I was trying to do it. I don't know. But throw you guys on time lapse. Let's get this thing to work.
Forks on the tractor, hitch welded on, snow up to the axles before too long. Didn't plan it, that's my style. Now I'm digging out a country mile. Sometimes you fix it when you need it most. Not when it's warm, not when it's close. Cold shot, warm wheels, hammer swing.
All right. Loki's already inspected all my work. That was a stupid, relatively simple project. But I'd rather have it be relatively simple instead of being complicated. Got a new solar panel back on the charger or on the battery. Gonna leave this thing inside of here until I pick it up in the morning. It's still quite snowy outside. It was 9 degrees this morning. It's snowing again today. And you know, Indiana's flatter than Miley Cyrus, so it's drifting snow everywhere. But ramps are fixed, solar panels on. Loki just pre-inspected it again. He's ready to go back to the house. I don't think he's wanting to really be a shop dog. He's sort of a mama's boy when it comes to this. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Well, if you could like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Of course, it helps me in the algorithm. And then other than that, I will see you guys next week. Come on, Loki.
Loki watching tail